Hello gentlemen, and welcome to our video of one-point exterior perspective drawing. You're going to start with a plain white piece of paper that you might have at home. I kind of tape it to the table so it doesn't move on me while I'm drawing. You need a ruler, you need a pencil, and you need yourself an eraser. Okay, so about halfway down the middle of the page here, I'm going to draw myself a horizontal line that's going to represent the sky up here and the land down here. Okay, in the middle of that line somewhere, whatever you call middle, their bell, start class. We're going to draw down to the edge of the paper. I'm not going to go all the way to the corner of the paper, but I am going to stop just a little bit before that and draw myself a line out. I'm going to do that again on the other side here. Again, not going to the corner of the paper, but coming out just a little bit of it there, lined up. And this vanishing point represents the point in which anything that feels like it's going away from us is going to converge. So sides of things that shrink are going to shrink to that vanishing point. All right. We're going to use that idea of boxes like we did with the 9 squares to build buildings along the right-hand side of the road. A building is nothing more than a rectangle or a cube of some kind. And since we have the understanding of how to make that cube, we can do that here. Now, if you recall, on the cubes, we built the A side first. The A side meant that it was made up of verticals and horizontal lines. There was no perspective at all on the A side. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to draw up from the bottom of the road line here, because there's my road that I just drew. I'm going to draw upwards here. And then now I'm going to draw straight over off my page. And I'm going to come up here at the top and go off my page. And looky there, there is an A side. Horizontals, verticals. Okay, no magic. Now, on a view of a box that was over here at the horizon line, we know that this side of the box shrunk back to the vanishing point, right? So the bottom's already doing that because it's the ground line, it's the road. We need the top to do that. Now, when it comes to drawing, I normally only draw as far as I want to go with the length of my line, but technically it should go all the way to the vanishing point. Well, my ruler's already lined up to the vanishing point. So this line that I draw, no matter short or long, is going to be proper and correct. All right, we want to make this building go about halfway down the road. So I'm going to stop about halfway here. And we were shown that the front of the box or the building is a vertical. That means the back of it is a vertical as well. So we want to make sure that we finish that guy off with a vertical, and I'm going to label him B. And if you'd label along with me, that way we can kind of keep our logic playing out through the whole project. All right, so between this and our next building, I want to create an alley or a place that you could walk down, you know, put your garbage away, maybe get mugged, you know. So I'm going to start again with another A side. I'm starting with a vertical again. I'm leaving a little bit of space. Can you see the space here between the end of this wall and the start of my new A wall? All right, now I'm going to take this one a little bit taller than my previous one, just a little bit. And again, it needs a bottom and a top that are horizontal. Well, the bottom's only going to go so far because it disappears down the alley, right? So I can even use my eraser and erase part of the street area so you can feel the flow of going down an alley. And then I'm going to do the top. Now the top is up to you whether you want to keep taking it all the way over. You can make this building as wide as you'd like to. I am going to stop it here just to kind of show you how to. So there's our little vertical. So there's horizontal and verticals and a horizontal, and there's our A side to building number 2. All right, so we're going to take now the top of this one and head down toward the vanishing point. Now again, I'm not going to draw it all the way down to the vanishing point because it would look really teeny and scrunched and very odd. But everything is lined up with the vanishing point. The ruler is on it, okay? So I can stop anywhere I'd like. And again, the front of the building is a vertical, back of the building is a vertical, all right? Next thing, we need some doors and windows. So I'm going to put a door and a window on each of these sides, the A's and the B's. To do that, there is no magic to the A sides. If you want a window on an A side, I mean, you're just drawing horizontals and verticals, right? So there's no perspective over here whatsoever. I could make segmentations or section off my window. See, horizontals and verticals. Same thing with the door. If I wanted a door, excuse me, over here, I'm just drawing with horizontals and verticals. I could put a doorknob on there. I could give myself a window if I wanted to on this door. Okay, so you see everything is a vertical and a horizontal. No magic. Give that shine or the glare of the glass. Now, B side, different story. B side deals with stretching. Because that side is built going away from us, the doors and windows are going away from us. Now, that does not mean that the doors and windows lean. They don't fall over, okay? They are still vertical. So for example, this window here, let's start with a vertical, okay? I'm gonna do the same kind of window I did here, only over here. Just like we did the building, the top of the window has to go to the vanishing point. I'm lining it up, see? And I'm gonna do the bottom, and it's gonna line up as well. And then we finish it off in the back. Front was vertical, back is vertical. And then I could make my little sections. Ta-da! See how it's shrinking as it goes back? Okay. Door frame is going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to do a special door frame here. This one is called a flush door because it is flush with the bottom of the building itself. But there are some doors in which you feel like you kind of have an inset area. The door is set back just a little bit because you might see a door frame. So we're going to start again with the vertical, just like we did here. Vertical tells us how tall things are. And then, like we've done our building on this side, we're going to take this down to the vanishing point as wide as we'd like to have it. And then I'll finish it off with a vertical. And then here comes the magic, all right? We want to feel that this is the door frame right here and sticking into the building. So to do that, we need two horizontal lines. We're basically going to, or one horizontal, my apologies. We're going to put a horizontal at the bottom and then a vertical, just like the one next to it. And what we've done is we've created a small A-side wall. Look at that. It looks like we're walking this way, and then all of a sudden we can turn and go in somewhere because we put a horizontal line there. Cool? Okay. Now, from this corner, I'm going to line that little corner up at the bottom of that new A wall, and I'm going to line it up. See, it's lined up over here with my vanishing point. I'm going to take that line and follow it, and looky there. We have this sort of flashing area you could step over or step on. Heck, we can even erase it for that matter. And we can give the illusion that we can walk right on in to this inset area here on the ground. I can then give another vertical line to show my two doors. You know, you could put windows, doors on these guys. So I'm going to give a little bit of a bottom to a window here. I'll give a little bit of top to them. Now the tops are kind of slightly hidden here because they're above or they're below the eye line of our point of view, and this one's kind of getting cut off because we can't see all of it because this corner is hiding it. So I kind of give a little bit there. You can put your little self a doorknob and a little doorknob there if you want. Ta-da! Doors are done.